Hey there, Carnage Cravers. Welcome back to Carnage Corner. I am Ken Carnage, and it has been a long time since I've come to you. If you can believe it or not, I've spent all of this time, almost 2 months, searching for my pants. Was not able to find them, but it doesn't matter because you can only see from about here up, so we're all good. I'm just kidding. I have pants on. We're going to go ahead and go into Monday Night Raw. So they open up Monday Night Raw this week with a Roman Reigns Bobby Lashley package. I'm liking that they're finally doing something with Bobby Lashley. Personally, I hope Lashley goes into business for himself and pounds Roman's face into fucking hamburger, but that's me. Roman was walking backstage and Lashley stopped him, and Lashley basically told him to go out there and call him out. And that's what Roman did. Roman went out to the ring like a pontificating ass and just proceeded to call Lashley out to the ring. Lashley came out. They got nose to nose. Kurt Angle came out to try and make them stop, but there was no stopping it. The brawl ensued and a pull apart happened. And oh, what a pull apart it was. Very, very good pull apart. It was great, matter of fact, complete with a thunderous running forearm shot from Lashley, which I seriously think knocked out Roman's bicuspids, but they ruined it by having Roman do a suicide dive over the top rope onto the group of people, and then they played Roman's music to make it seem as if he came out with the upper hand, which is absolute horse shit because Roman Reigns does not belong beating Bobby Lashley. I'm sorry, it doesn't belong happening. But we're going to get those two at Extreme Rules, and if they let Roman beat Lashley at Extreme Rules, I may just lose what little hope and faith I have left in WWE. In either case, after that whole pull apart, they did one of those transitions where they pull off of the TV in the back to show you who's watching it, and of course it's Mickey and Alexa who are watching it, and they comment on the carnage. That's a shout out to us. They did that for us here at Carnage Corner. It's fantastic. So they did that. They talked about the carnage and the mayhem and said that it's nothing compared to what Alexa's going to do to Nia Jax at Extreme Rules. And God, I can only hope so. We do not need that belt going back on Nia. We're lucky we got it off of her the first time without her eating it. I think she thinks it's a gummy snack. So let's fingers crossed, keep the belt where it belongs. Then when we come back from break, we actually have a tag team match, women's tag team match. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James versus Team Go Away. That's the name I've given the team of Nia Jax and Natalya, because both of them just need to go away. Bye-bye. So, in either case, that match happens. It really was kind of a throwaway tag team match. It wasn't all that impressive. Just basically a lot of Mickey bumping for Nia, and Nia wins off of a pinfall. Although she probably could have won from submission after dropping that giant ham she calls a thigh across Mickey's neck. I was seriously afraid for Mickie James's life at that moment. I mean, imagine suffocating to death in the ring under a sweaty, stinky thigh. That's horrible. I mean, what a way to go. All right, back on target. So, in either case, after the pinfall, Alexa Bliss came in with a kendo stick to save her friend Mickey and beat on Nia with the kendo stick until Nia was able to get the kendo stick away. And she narrowly missed Alexa as Alexa and Mickey retreated, and Nia Jax then snapped the kendo stick in half. I'm assuming she thought it was a Slim Jim, and she was trying to snap into it. So, God, nobody's going to understand that joke. Nobody's going to get that. Watch old Slim Jim commercials with Macho Man Randy Savage. There we go. Then you'll get it. Anyway, so then we go to we go backstage with Nia Jax, and she does her little interview saying that she's gonna snap Alexa Bliss in half, just like she did with that kendo stick. You know, it's kind of funny. They keep trying to make her the good guy. In what world is the good guy somebody beating up on somebody 3 times smaller than them? That's not the good guy. Like, seriously. I mean, I don't know what the hell they are thinking, but little Miss Godzilla there, I shouldn't even say little, she's ginormous. Miss Godzilla there is not the babyface in this situation. You know, she's just not. So, from there, we go to the Seth Rollins promo, where he wants to talk about all of his nicknames. You know, we had the Man of 1,000 Holds in Dean Malenko, the Man of 1,004 Names in Chris Jericho, and we have the Man of 1,000 Shitty Nicknames in Seth Rollins. So, while he's talking, Dolph and Drew come out to save us from his dribble, and, you know, they talk, and Seth Rollins implies that Drew McIntyre fornicates sheep, which, I mean, I'm not entirely sure that's funny. You know, in some parts of the world, that's a serious problem, Seth. It's not a joke. Like, there's an entire generation of people whose idea of safe sex is keeping the feet in the boots. It's not funny, bro. Anyways, we're gonna move on. So, what comes of that is Drew McIntyre challenges Seth Rollins to a fight. Seth says yes. And then he takes a powder as Drew and Dolph go after him. And from there, I'm sorry, I lost my place. From there, we go into a backstage interview with Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley makes it painfully clear he has no respect for Roman Reigns. And I hope that is true. And I hope that he literally cracks his head open so that I don't have to see him anymore. You know what? It's just one punch, Bobby. Just shatter his jaw, and then he goes home, and we don't have to deal with Roman Reigns anymore. I mean, that's the dream, right? That's what we're looking for. I mean, we've been dealing with this pontificating windbag for, what, 5 fucking years now? He's been getting crammed down our throat like bad mac and cheese. Just get the fuck out of here. I just go. Take your fucking shitty smirk and your greasy head and carry your ass back to fucking wherever the fuck it is you're from. I think he's from Florida. I think it's Florida. I don't care. Just go away. I don't want to look at you. In either case, we then we hear from Alexa Bliss on the whole Nia situation. And then, of course, we go into an interview with Finn Balor, and Bobby Roode comes in and talks for Finn Balor. Because they're going to have a tag team match. So that was, it was what it was. It was mildly entertaining. We then get we go to Kurt Angle's office, and Kevin Owens is hiding in there. He's hiding from Braun Strowman. You know, he's in there. Dolph and Drew come in, and Kurt tells them that if Drew loses his match, he will be barred from ringside for the 30-minute Iron Man match at Extreme Rules between Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins. Dolph gets mad, Kevin gets mad, and Drew's just like, yeah, you know what, it's fine, he ain't gonna beat me anyways. So, we then go to the ring where Elias preaches to the masses. We all want to walk with Elias. And he sings a song insulting Boston, which I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed. You know, if you're from Boston, I'm sorry if this insults you. I'm not a particular fan of Massachusetts. I just never liked the place. I'm sorry. You know, that being said, Baron Corbin then comes out. He is Elias's tag team partner for the night. They decide they're going to sing Finn Balor a lullaby. And they sing him Itsy Bitsy Balor instead of Itsy Bitsy Spider, which actually had some clever lyrical lines in it, but despite the fact that I do enjoy his character, I will tell you that Baron Corbin could not carry a tune in a dump truck. He should leave the singing to Elias. It was creative, though. I doubt he wrote it himself, but it was creative. We then went into the tag team match between Elias and Corbin and Balor and Rude. And this, of course, is setting up for Finn Balor and Baron Corbin at Extreme Rules. In this matchup, every time Balor went to high fly, Corbin was there to meet him, which tells me that at Extreme Rules, Finn Balor will succeed in his high-flying ventures and most likely beat Baron Corbin. Because in the fictional world of WWE, midgets beat big people. I don't know. I like a little logic in my booking, but apparently not everyone agrees. Probably because everybody wants to believe that they can be a superhero, put on a pair of tights, and go beat up the bad guy. Well, you keep dreaming, Jimmy Olsen. That being said, we will then go back to Kurt Angle's office with Kevin Owens still hiding in Kurt Angle's office like a little bitch. And then Braun Strowman comes in, and we, for a very split second, see Kevin Owens doing the Scooby-Doo running on air in one place before shooting to the other side of the office to try and get away from the monster among men. Kurt Angle informs him that they have a steel cage match at Extreme Rules, and we see Kevin Owens' soul exit his body through his anus and fly away. Because he's going to die, and he knows it. That being said, we then go to the Roman Reigns interview, which, I'm going to be honest, I didn't listen. I tuned him out. Like, he's got the only things I ever want to hear him say is, I'm retiring and never coming back. Once he says that, I'll listen. I'll listen to that. And then I'll probably drink that really expensive bottle of whiskey that I've got to celebrate. That being said, the very last thing we got was Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, which, talk about a show-stealing match. This was a hell of a match. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, I give Seth a hard time, but Seth can have a good match with just about anybody, and so can Drew. So you got two guys who are really, really, really good in the ring. And they had a really, really, really good match. A fantastic match. I enjoyed it. And to make matters all the better, Drew McIntyre got the win, which means he will be ringside for the 30-minute Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably means that Dolph will retain, which is fantastic. I wasn't feeling Roman Reigns as Intercontinental Champion. I'm definitely not feeling Seth Rollins as Intercontinental Champion. I feel like they just put it on him so that he wouldn't be the only member of the Shield who wasn't a Triple Crown winner. Okay, all the members of the Shield are Triple Crown winners now. Okay, can we please get back to better booking? You had Dolph Ziggler languishing for years as this freaking horrible freaking character. He's finally somewhat interesting. Run with him. And that, of course, was our go home on Monday Night Raw. They also, I didn't even mention it, but they cut to like scenes of the counseling happening between Sasha Banks and Bayley at different points in the night, but we couldn't hear anything they were saying. Not that we'd want to. This whole therapy thing is for the fucking birds. And that was it for Monday Night Raw. I'm going to be coming back to you with more reviews. I've got to do one for 205 Live, SmackDown, and NXT. That's the goal. Also, later this week, before Sunday, I should be coming to you with a show to break down Extreme Rules before it happens, and then, of course, my review after it happens. will be coming at you as well. All these things are on the docket. Hopefully I don't lose my pants again so that I can actually do my job. So, ladies and gents, I am Ken Carnage. And remember, Carnage is right around the corner.